What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to HPA, High Performance Agents. My name is Taj Howell, and for the last 9 years, I've been a performance coach, meaning I've helped countless people transform their bodies, their mindsets, their lives, and their businesses. Now, we're back again today with High Performance Agents. We're going to be discussing double down on your strengths to double up on your transactions. So, what this means essentially is that every single real estate professional, mic is in the wrong spot. That should be better. Every single real estate professional is different, right? Your strengths and weaknesses are all different. And so the way that one real estate agent gets business the best is definitely is not, may or may not be the way that you would get business the best. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down a couple of different strategies that my clients in specific use to get more business, okay? Whether it's appointments, listings, buyers, it's commercial clients, new development clients, whatever it is. And so I'm gonna list these strategies right now, okay? First and foremost, okay, just starting anywhere, not in order of importance, but first and foremost, cold calls, right? Cold calls to for sale by owners, expireds, cold calls in general. Cold calls, some people are amazing at them because they know exactly what to say. They've done them for a really long time. They have the right scripts, they have the right tonality, they have the right speech. They know exactly what to say to influence and provide value in a way on a cold call that gets somebody to be interested. Okay. Some people are terrible with cold calls. I know real estate professionals on both sides of the spectrum. I know some that are extremely successful, that have done cold calls extremely successfully, that have teams that do cold calls extremely successfully. And then I also know successful real estate professionals that don't do any cold calls, and nor does their team. Okay. Now, the next thing is door knocks, right? So obviously door knocking is a great way to go about getting potential clients, right? And it's not even just about door knocking, it's about networking with people. I know real estate teams that use door knocking with their newer agents. Some teams still do door knocking even with more experienced agents. So it's still a viable solution. The next thing would be follow-ups, right? So following up with your old clients, old past clients. If you've been in the real estate game for more than 3 years, you should have a vast array of old clients that you can potentially follow up with. So that's another one. Are you good at following up, right? And as I list these things out, I want you to kind of think to yourself and maybe even write down, what am I best at, right? Am I best on the phone? Is that where my strengths are? Am I best with FSBOs? Am I best with expires? Am I best at door knocking? Right? Maybe you were a Vivint salesman before you were a realtor. Are you amazing with door knocking and talking to people door to door? Okay, are you good at that? Are you best with follow-up calls and getting referrals? Right? That's another thing. Am I amazing with, because I provided such an amazing service, am I best at doing follow-up calls and booking people in for referral meetings and coaching clients through proper referrals and how to talk about that? Am I best with mailers? Right? There's a lot of clients that I know that I have personally, clients in my network, realtors in my network that have a lot of success geofarming, right? With mailers, sending outreach via direct mail to people. But again, what do you put on that card? Maybe you're not good at that. Maybe you are good at it, right? I want you to start thinking. Think about this as I continue. Another one is text drops. If you have a vast list, either that you've purchased or of old clients or whatever it is, have you ever tried text dropping? If you haven't, if you have, is that something that you're good at? Are you good at copywriting enough to interest people enough to want to book an appointment with you, right? Maybe your strength lies in copywriting as opposed to actually calling people, right? What are your strengths? Let's continue. Voicemail drops. Are you best at utilizing both copy and speech to leave a voicemail on somebody's phone, like a direct RVM, ringless voicemail drop, to them that allows them to get interested and call you back? Is that what you're good at, right? We're talking about right now, what are your strengths, right? Marketing emails. Dude, if you are a copywriter through and through and you understand copy, you understand how to persuade people through language, not with speech, but through copy, marketing emails might be the best way to go. To paid lists, to your own lists, whatever it is. Ask yourself, are you good with copywriting? Okay. The other thing is sphere of influence, right? I can't tell you how many real estate professionals I know that just jumped into real estate and were instantly successful because of the people that they knew, right? What kind of sphere of influence do you bring to the table? If you go back for the last 2 years, for example, and see every single transaction that you've made, and you break it down into what got that listing or got that buyer or got that opportunity, break it down into, okay, what did I get this person from? Cold calls, door knocks, follow-up calls, mailers, text drops, VM drops, marketing emails. Was it a sphere of influence contact? Was it ad spend on Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram? Was it an event? What was it? From there, you'll understand what your strengths are. Because guess what, dude? If the last 2 years you haven't gotten a single person from cold calls, why would you start doing cold calls? What's the point, right? Other than if you have the available time and the available resources and the coaching and the message and you can train your team to do it, then maybe, but there's no point. Why would you open up a new marketing stream if the ones you're working on now you can double down on? I mean, let me explain what that means in a minute. The next one is ad spend. I already mentioned this, but ad spend is a great one as well if you can figure it out. Right? If you can figure it out. A lot of real estate professionals have not figured out ad spend. I'd say maybe 10% of the realtors that I work with actually use ads successfully. Okay. That's a whole other ballgame. The next thing is your posting, your content creation. Are you getting leads? Are you getting listings? Are you getting buyers? Are you generating results from your content creation? Right? Now, content serves two purposes. I'm just going to quickly go off on a little tangent here because content serves two purposes. The first purpose of content is to set yourself up as an authority, right? So, creating content that makes you look like an expert in a specific niche or a specific area of real estate is the best kind of content that you can do. So that when people look you up, people that get your mailer, people that get your text, people that get your phone call or your cold call from your team, whatever the hell it is, when they look you up, they're going to see an authority. They're not just going to see a bunch of pictures of you holding your baby and you playing with dogs and stuff. They're going to see that you are an authority, someone to be trusted in the space. If they look you up and they don't find you on Facebook and Instagram, you think they're going to trust you? No. Right? It's important to post family stuff. Yes, it's important to post stuff that's still personal, but guys, come on. Right? This isn't 2007. This isn't brand new Facebook. This is a business. You've got to be posting the right content that shows you as an authority. That's the first thing. The second thing that content can do is it can actually drive engagement enough to get people interested enough to want to do an appointment with you, want to list their house with you, want to buy a home with you. Right? If you can get good at both of those things, then you can start getting business from content creation. The last thing is events. You would not believe how many of my most successful clients get their business primarily from events. Right? Parties, pizza parties, right? Open houses that are themed, right? Birthday parties, inviting all of your past clients to your birthday party. Right? Events are massive. You need to figure out, if you want to double your transactions, you must figure out what your strengths are, because some people are going to be better with speech. Some people are going to be better on the phone. Some people are going to be better with their sphere of influence because they just have an amazing network. Some people are going to be better with ads. Maybe they have an ad background, a marketing background. Some people are going to be better with their content. Some people are going to be best face-to-face at events. What I want to encourage you today is I want you to write down everything that I just said. I want you to look back over the last 2 years or more. The best thing you could do is look back over like 5 years if you have that data and really see during COVID and before COVID where you're getting the majority of your business from. And then once you have that tangible evidence, that tangible data to support where you get your business and what your strengths are, because you may think your strengths are something they're not, right? If you're a beast at content creation, but you look back over the last 5 years, you haven't gotten one single client from content creation, then all that time you spent content creating is wasted time, right? It's not necessarily wasted because you're building up on authority, a social media presence, but you could have significantly cut that time down. Maybe it's best to make that time more efficient moving forward so that you can spend those additional hours on the things that actually generate results. Maybe a sphere of influence contacts, right? So figure out what your strengths are. Where have you gotten all of your listings, appointments, and buyers and whatever you're looking for, new dev, whatever you're looking for. over the last 2 to 5 years. Then what you can do is basically take that data and say, hey, like these are the 3 areas most people should be able to distill it down to 2 or 3 areas, really and truly, where they achieve the most results. I listed maybe 10 things. We should be able to distill it down to 2 or 3 areas where you're the best. And once you have those, cut out all the noise, cut out all the other activities, cut out everything else, and only do what works. Make it so that the majority of your day is dedicated to those areas, those top 3 areas where you actually produce the most results. If you can do that and you can double down on that and schedule it in and stay disciplined with it, you can 100% double up on your transactions because you're simply cutting out the noise, right? If you want to learn more about how I streamline my clients' schedules, if you want to learn more about how we implement lead indicators into businesses, if you want to learn about how we go about tracking and how we go about creating action plans based on previous, current, and future data, then I want you to comment below this video with the word transaction or DM me with the word transaction. Let's talk, okay? Because if there's any way that I can help you, I'm all in. If there is any way that I can help you, even if there's free resources that I can provide to you, if you're a real estate professional and you send me the word transaction, I will help you to the best of my ability. Okay, guys, I hope you have an amazing rest of your week. HPA will be live on Fridays at 11 a.m. from now on. If you have any questions, let me know. I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing weekend. I'm actually going to be on a boat today, so I'm pretty excited for that. I love boats. If you're boat people, leave a like below. Leave a little comment of a boat emoji below if you love boats. Okay, I want to see how many people actually love boats because I love boats. It's going to be a lot of fun. Have an amazing weekend. Stay productive, stay purposeful, and stay blessed. See you guys in the next one.